And welcome to Action Dyne VR. My name is Matt. This episode is a review on Iron Rebellion. This is an awesome game. I just put it back on very recently. They've had some more updates, and this game just keeps getting cooler and cooler. It is an App Lab game, which means it's not done yet. It's actually still in development. And while it's on the like the Quest store, you get kind of like a little warning that it's an App Lab game, and they're harder to search for when you have to literally put in the name for it to even show up, and then you scroll down underneath. There's always a little extra little button that says show app. Like they're almost embarrassed to show the App Lab games with the rest of them, but whatever. You can pick it up for $14.99. But let's get into the thick of it. First off, if you look it up, they don't have it rated yet for motion comfort. Let me just help you out with that. It's gonna be rated intense. I would be surprised if it's rated any less than that. So if you're new, you don't want to be doing this one. And you can see in the video here, you got the boot up sequence. Oh, I love that about this game. That's to me, that's worth the purchase right there. Just like your first time, like you flip the switches. I'm not gonna say anymore, but they have they say it's got multiplayer mode, but now the thing is they have just added bots recently, so technically you can make it into single player. If you just go into a room with nothing but bots, you can make that happen. So that's kind of new. As far as playing the game, you want to be sitting, which I love. You can just totally sit on your butt and do very little work. It's very relaxing to play. I suppose you could stand. It wasn't made for it. It really wasn't. So, as far as motion comfort goes, like you're kind of like you've got this cockpit around you. So, you're moving with it and it's moving, which can help. But this thing can actually like jump and fly and stuff like that. So it'd fall over, blow up. So it's still pretty immersive. So even though like most of your field of view isn't moving, there is still quite a bit of movement going on in your peripheral view. So it is pretty it's pretty immersive, but that's what's really kind of cool about it. There's a little bit of like jumping, not that you're jumping, but the mech itself can jump, which can be a little jarring for people. What else can I have another video here I can show. This part is kind of cool. I like this because like when you're configuring this stuff, you look up and just see this giant mech right there. All the mech games pretty much have some kind of component like this, but I still love it. It's so cool. You can look up and see what it looks like there. And this there's not a whole lot of options in this game yet. And each of these games, the controls are a little different. I'm not going to go into detail about like how the control setup is, because whatever works for me may not work for you anyway, and it's really up for you to decide. If you get into a game and can't jive with how to make things go, it happens. It happens. You go into the settings and you try to tinker with stuff to make it work for you, and if you can't, you can't. It's okay. It happens. But we have one more little bit to cover, and that is wall punch risk. And if you know what wall punch risk is, you should show it by picking up one of these awesome shirts available at the store. But this game, this game, while I think might actually qualify for 0 wall punch risk. At most, it's a low. You're not. I don't think you're going to be breaking anything. There's really not a lot of like fast arm movements. There isn't any kind of like melee stuff. You'll be swinging your arms a little bit, but generally you're sitting, so you shouldn't have to worry about like launching through a wall or anything like that. But this game, I totally recommend. I give it a thumbs up. I'm anxious to see where it goes as they continue to develop it. Because so far, I do think out of the 3 mech games, I think Iron Rebellion to me wins on like the whole like cockpit experience. This game feels more like a simulation and less on the like just like a quick arcade game. So I think that's kind of where this one sits. So some people might find some of that a little bit too much and just they don't want it to be so complicated. This is probably more on the complicated end. But it's super cool, if I haven't said that already. But anyway, hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.